Pennie's Tex Mex Takeout has been serving the community for over 40 years. The next time you're in Galveston, a stop by Pennie's is a must. Come on in and let's take a look.
When you're traveling through Texas, you're bound to get hungry. Join Joe as he eats his way through the Lone Star State. This is Texas Chronicles Pit Stop with Joe Perez.
So this year marks our 40th year in business, being that we started in 1978. We've been island famous for many years because of our tamales and our barbacoa, but since the introduction of our barbecue, it's probably become our best 1-2 punch with each, because our barbecue is just as well known in this area nowadays as our tamales and our barbacoa is, which is pretty tough to believe that our barbecue could rival it as quickly as it has. Joe, we want to introduce you to our grandmother's famous tamales. She's been making them here in Galveston since 1978. Every morning we get here about 2 hours before we open up just to put them on. We'll steam them for about an hour and a half. And they look a little bit like this when they come out. A lot of people will ask, why do we put a cloth on there? And that's to help them prevent from shrinking. And this is what it looks like. You take the cloth off. We've got your tamales. As you can see, there's plenty of meat in ours. The meat to masa ratio is standard, but you get a lot per tamale. Real quickly, we'll take you to our Texas tamales. Now, these are the big ones. These are almost 3 times the size of our traditional tamale, but as you can see, they are huge. My grandmother does have an impeccable reputation for her tamales. Years ago, in 78, when her and my grandfather started this, she was in charge of the tamales and he was in charge of the barbacoa, and that was the 1-2 punch that they packed. But with my uncle being a meat smoker, when they wanted to reopen this place, they wanted to introduce a little bit of what he does. And so the marriage of our Mexican side with his Texas style barbecue is where we come up with the name Pennie's Tex Mex. So you get to enjoy some hill country style barbecue. The same premium meats that you're going to find at Franklin's, La Barbecue, or any of the big joints in Austin is the exact same meat that you're going to eat here in Galveston. Just you don't have to stand in line for 4 hours. Most people will tell us that the very first thing that they notice about our tamales is the difference in masa. They can tell that our masa is different because it doesn't crumble. It's got a unique blend of spices. It's very flavorful, and the other thing that they notice is that it's full of meat. So this isn't what we call a masa mali, where you're just getting nothing but masa, which unfortunately happens with some people's tamales.
If you come in on a Saturday, you have to order their barbacoa. It is amazing. That's good. Oh yeah.
So we know you've heard about all of our awesome barbecue, and I'm just going to show you where all the magic goes down if you follow me. From brisket to ribs to chicken to sausage, all on this backwoods right here. It all goes down. I mean, it's all wood smoked. We got 2 racks. We can also add another rack if we need to. We got some ribs on there right now. Like we say, we cook nothing but calves and certified Angus brisket. Our sausage is a beef and pork mixture. Our chickens, we just have a very good spice with them. Our ribs, they are St. Louis style ribs. We baste them with our barbecue sauce. And as you can see, there was some on there right now. But for the most part, this is where everything goes down, right here. Back.
Thank you. The food here is amazing. You got to try the brisket for sure.
We are located at 1713 37th Street. We're here right in between Broadway and the seawall. Once you pass up one of the one-ways, you'll notice, or you should be able to find us, because we're in between the one-ways and across from B&H Cleaners here on 37th Street. Very oftentimes we sell out anywhere between 4 and 5 o'clock because we make our food fresh daily. You never have reheated leftover meat or anything like that. We make enough to sustain us for the day, and if we happen to sell out, we sell out and we close early. But we do that to ensure that you get the freshest food and the best product possible.
Pennie's Tex Mex Takeout has been serving the Galveston community for over 40 years.
If you're looking for amazing barbecue and some of the best tamales you've ever eaten, a stop at Pennie's Tex Mex Takeout is a must on your foodie bucket list.